Imagine having your very own AI assistant that not only knows what you're searching for, but actually does the browsing for you, even booking flights or making purchases. Google's recent accidental leak of its mysterious new AI, Jarvis. Today, we're diving into some hot news that's causing waves across the internet. Google's accidental leak of its next big thing in AI, Jarvis. Now, if you're thinking about Iron Man's super-intelligent assistant, you're not too far off. This AI, a Chrome extension, is here to make life a whole lot easier, or maybe just a bit spookier. Before we even get started, hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss any of these updates. Alright, let's dig in. This story is pure internet gold. Last week, Google accidentally uploaded what looks to be their new AI web assistant to the Chrome Web Store. Dubbed Jarvis, no relation to Tony Stark, but we can dream. This AI is designed to surf the web for you. Yes, you heard that right. Google's Jarvis could be out here browsing, clicking, and maybe even buying on your behalf. But don't worry, it's not about to start ordering mystery items off Amazon yet. So, how did this happen? Good question. The information first broke the story, explaining how a few lucky users got a sneak peek at Jarvis before Google yanked it back offline. The AI extension was only up for a short time, but that was enough for people to realize this wasn't just another Chrome extension. It was something big. For the first time, Google was letting its AI take the wheel in a way we hadn't seen before. But what does that actually mean? Well, let's say you're trying to book a flight, but who really has time to check all those tabs and options? That's where Jarvis could step in, navigating through your options, comparing flights, and maybe even booking one for you if you're feeling brave. Shopping, browsing, booking, Jarvis could be your go-to digital helper for all of it. But there's a catch. Some are wondering if giving Google even more control over our online activities is really a good idea. Our trusty friend, Andy Meek over at BGR, couldn't help but raise some questions. In his words, there's something a little unsettling about Google potentially having even more access to our personal data. After all, Google's been called the organizer of the world's information for a reason. But recently, that organization seems more like chaos. I mean, who hasn't had a critical email go straight to spam or noticed bizarre suggestions popping up on Google Maps? This is the same company we're supposed to trust with automating our entire browsing experience. Now, don't get me wrong. The idea of AI helping us with mundane tasks is kind of exciting. Imagine not having to go through endless spam or double-checking every search result because of some bot's questionable summary. Google's obsession with AI might be pushing it forward, but they're risking losing the human touch in the process. And if Jarvis is just the start of their new AI approach, it might be time to buckle up. Alright, back to the juicy details. Even though this leak spilled the beans a bit early, Google has plans to officially reveal Jarvis this December. So, mark your calendars. With any luck, we'll get a closer look at what Jarvis can really do, and, more importantly, what it won't do. After all, if it's going to surf the web for us, we want to make sure it knows where it's going. One funny twist in this story? For a brief moment, some Chrome users could actually download the extension. Unfortunately, since it's still a prototype, no one could actually use it. Apparently, Jarvis wasn't quite ready to leave the lab. But if this AI lives up to the hype, we're all in for a wild ride. Okay, let's picture it. Say I had Jarvis already installed on my browser. I could be sitting back, sipping my coffee, while my personal AI handles all the tedious tasks of the day. I could tell Jarvis to find me a hotel for my next trip, buy a few essentials, maybe even help me score concert tickets before they sell out, if it has that level of superpower. It sounds like a dream, but at the same time, there's a little voice in the back of my head going, do I really want Google knowing every single click I make? I mean, it's one thing for it to help out, but what if it goes rogue and starts over-helping? Imagine finding a box of cat food on your doorstep because Jarvis thought it'd be nice to surprise you. Spoiler, I don't even have a cat. This whole thing makes me think about that time I accidentally left my Amazon Alexa on listening mode, and suddenly my shopping suggestions got a little too accurate. It's all fun and games until the AI thinks it knows you better than you know yourself. So why should we care? Because Jarvis represents a massive shift in how AI will integrate with our daily lives. Google's moving fast, and they want to be at the forefront of AI-driven web browsing. If Jarvis works the way Google envisions, It could genuinely change the way we interact with the internet. Instead of us searching, clicking, and reading, we could have Jarvis doing the heavy lifting, leaving us more time for things we actually enjoy. But again, the idea of letting go of that control is what has some people worried. There's also the bigger picture. With companies like OpenAI and Microsoft investing heavily in their AI models, Google can't afford to lag behind. They're playing the game with high stakes, and if Jarvis turns out to be a hit, it'll be a huge win. But the flip side? If users feel creeped out, Google might face some backlash. As we wrap up, it's clear that Jarvis could be the start of something big. Will it be a helpful assistant that makes our lives easier, or just another way for Google to collect our data? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, though, the future of web browsing is about to get a lot more interesting. So, what do you think? Are you ready to have an AI surfing the web for you? Or does the thought of it give you the chills? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. And before you head off, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll keep you posted with all the latest tech news, leaks, and everything in between. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.